We're watching The Matrix yesterday. We rewatched The Matrix yesterday.
Yeah, well, 2 days ago. Yeah.
We don't think we watched The Matrix. We know we watched The Matrix. So, what did you think about The Matrix after rewatching then, V?
Well, obviously, the same as everyone else, I have watched The Matrix in the past, but I think it was before I really started getting into...
Conspiracy theories?
Yeah, dare I say, the whole concept, alternative viewpoints on life.
Alternative views of the world.
Yes. And so this time I wanted to watch it again. It was my sort of idea to watch it again with that in mind. And because it's something that a lot of, in quotes, conspiracy theorists use a lot as a kind of analogy to what they're trying to explain. So that's why I wanted to rewatch it. And I must say I wasn't disappointed. I can see why they use it a lot. And there are quite a few that use it as well.
And what if I told you that Morpheus...
Never said, what if I told you?
In Matrix.
Anywhere in that film.
In this reality. So there you go. I don't know where that's come from, but maybe it came from an advert or something like that. I don't know.
A meme.
Who knows? I don't. Anyway, so what about it impressed you then, V?
Well, obviously, I don't go much on the actual storyline. I do not think that we are essentially in pods in some massive human field of pods and stuff like that.
It's an analogy.
Yes, that's an analogy.
It's a metaphor.
But that aside, what they were trying to put forward is something that, yeah, I can definitely grasp. Yeah, I guess. So what are they trying to put forward?
Who's trying to put forward? Because we can look at
the makers of The Matrix.
Well, the makers of The Matrix.
Let's just say that.
Were attempting to make a film based off Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell is slightly different in that people aren't inside a virtual reality in Ghost in the Shell. In Ghost in the Shell, everyone's a cyborg and they can go into virtual reality sort of at will. And so it's like everyone's connected together in this big network. But they're still also in the real world. So that's different. Ghost in the Shell's different. And also it's, well, set nearer to now as well. But a lot of the action is very reminiscent of Ghost in the Shell action. All the way it's filmed is very reminiscent of the way it was drawn in the Ghost in the Shell anime. Even the character Morpheus and the character Trinity are basically, as far as I can tell, just exactly the same as characters off Ghost in the Shell.
You see, I don't think I've watched that either, so that will have to be added to my list of films.
Well, it's not. Well, it's a film and a series, and I think.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, that it's felt like The Matrix was more like the series than the film. It started off as a film and then it became a series.
Yeah. So.
And they've remade it recently in Hollywood.
Have they?
Yeah, they've got it on in the cinema around the corner. I'd quite like to see it.
Ghost in the Shell?
Yeah.
Okay. I think what I like about The Matrix is it ultimately suggests that we are only privy to a certain amount of stuff. And there's lots that goes on that we don't have knowledge of as a very broad plot line. The Matrix being in the film, obviously, is some kind of computer program, and I'm not buying that, really.
But I think the analogy is that the program is the system.
Yeah, yeah. So we live in a system, a way of doing things that is so ingrained into us.
Yes, that we will fight to defend it.
We seem to lack the kind of openness of mind to think that there is anything else other than that. And that's basically the analogy of The Matrix. Obviously, I think it's a more organic thing than that. But throughout my life, this is why that kind of way of thinking fascinates me throughout my life, really, from, well, the get-go of sort of more of a thinking consciousness anyway. I always was someone who kind of was able to perceive, it seemed, far more than a lot of people did about kind of environments and atmospheres. And so growing up, it was always like I was told a lot that I was hypersensitive, and I don't know why, but the people around me used to sort of tell me that as if it wasn't a good thing, as if I just needed to lighten up a bit, basically. But it was just my nature, so, you know, I always felt that there was more to life, more to things, if that makes sense.
And it's like a splinter in your mind.
Yeah, so that kind of script really resonates completely, because that's exactly how I've always felt, first and foremost.
And I like The Matrix because it has kung fu, computers, and...
It's got everything that M could possibly want in a film, basically, so obviously...
And science fiction.
Yeah, perfect.
And sort of alternative reality,
Yeah.
It's perfect.
But I'm kind of looking at it from more of a, you know, I don't know, metaphysical, esoteric kind of thing. Just how I've always thought, really. I thought they did some nice touches with it as well, like when he goes and sees the Oracle and she's got the sign above the door from the Oracle of Delphi, which basically translates as know thyself, which was a nice touch. So it definitely goes with the old mystery school ideas of and deeper levels of things. And so yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed rewatching it anyway. Kind of has a bit of the old Hermetic principle kind of idea, mystery school about it, Gnosticism, yes. And plus I do think that the human race is in fact a disease.
Well, that's not very nice,
you know,
is it?
Mr. Smith was right.
It came to me when I tried to classify your species. Human beings are not mammals. Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a balance with its surrounding environment. You humans do not. There is another organism on the planet which follows the same pattern. Do you want to know what it is? It's a virus.